2.
Hello. Welcome to the greatness around me. Today's guest is just amazing. He brings that heat, makes you want to move. Yes, he is a DJ, and his name is Salah Ananse.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Oh, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I was going through pictures in my phone, and
Okay.
I have pictures with you. I think before 2018, I don't even know when this started, like when I
Okay.
crossed paths with you.
Yeah, I crossed paths with you, I guess, through dance,
Okay.
really. So,
You are a dancer.
yeah. You, I don't know if Tambra introduced us. It's probably Tambra who
It
introduced
probably was.
Yeah.
Tambra.
Yeah, Tambra Harris. She's great. She's great. So, yeah, that's an old friend from college. So, that's probably
Okay.
how we met. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So wait, where are you from?
I am from Atlanta,
You
Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised.
you a peach.
Yes.
Oh, I
yes.
love it.
Mhm.
So how did you get into music?
Always been into music. My mother was a big music lover. She sang, she played piano. So I grew up in a house that had, we had an upright piano in the house. She encouraged me to express myself artistically. So I just made sure I did that. I was a child actor. Then
You were.
yeah, did commercials and a bunch of stuff.
Were you on Bill Cosby?
No.
I just saw
Yeah,
Gordon
yeah.
Gartrell. I was like, he knows.
Yeah. You
Stuff.
gotta know Gordon Gartrell. You gotta know Gordon Gartrell. But
Do you have a clothing line? I know I'm just cutting off. That is your clothing
yeah,
line.
yeah.
Yeah, because your outfits are dope all the time.
Yeah,
I
thank
should have
you.
known
Thank
you were
you.
in fashion.
Yeah,
Okay.
GordonGartrell.com.
Go
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Flash. I'm talking, you're going to buy it right on the spot.
Word.
Okay.
So just, like I said, child actor. Went to a performing arts high school here in Northside School of Performing
I went
Arts.
to North Atlanta.
Yeah. So, toured in high school and just stayed in music. Music is my love.
So you play the piano.
Yeah. Well, I'm a music producer, so I play a piano. I play drums. My best instrument is drums, but I play piano. I play drums. I play bass. I play everything. Just do what I do to make music.
What was the first instrument?
In
And
the
how
classic,
old were you?
in the classic sense, I was singing first, and then
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
then piano. Yeah.
Okay. So, what was your mission with all that background? What made you say, okay, you know what? I want to control the vibes and spin. Did you start off with, because I know now with the technology, a lot of people aren't using records.
Yeah. So, I let's see. I was producing music first.
Okay.
and singing and doing that. My senior year at Morehouse, that's 94. That's when I started DJing. So it was, there was a collective called Red Clay that included a guy, some people may know named Saul Williams, and
Yeah.
a few other people, artists named Tahir Hemphill and Brett Eclectic, is a few guys, and they embraced me and allowed me to play their parties, and they did these parties called Red Clay parties. It was at this dance company called Barefoot Ballet.
I was in Barefoot Ballet.
Yeah. So
What?
we would go there and we'd take your shoes off and dance the whole night away. I mean, and that's the first place where India Ari was doing her first shows
Okay.
and stuff like that. So this was
That was on
This
Peter
is-
Street, right? Well,
yeah, that was on Peter
Walker.
Street. Well,
Was it
yeah, no,
Walker?
it was Peter Street.
Peter
It was Peter
Street.
Street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was Peter Street.
Yeah, so this is in the this is 94, 95 on
Right.
Peter Street. So, that was, it's a great experience. The first party I did was a birthday party with me and DJ Doc. You know what I'm saying? It's
It's
crazy.
so
So,
awesome.
school was great. School was great. It's a great time to be in Atlanta. So, the reason I started DJing was I was a dancer and I wasn't hearing all of what I wanted to hear. So I was like, well, I might as well just play it. My friend Brett, he would
It
play
seems
the
like
song.
that's the Atlanta way. We're like, you know what? It's no restaurant that I want to eat at. I'm going to open up a restaurant.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of growing up here. You feel like you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you want to do it, you can do it. Nobody's telling you can't.
Exactly.
Mm.
And we
And they're gonna
support each
that's what I'm saying. They're gonna
other.
support you when you decide to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's what it was.
Okay, I got to back up a little bit. Where's your mom from?
My mother's from Waco, Texas.
Okay, so what's her background? Like, where did
Yeah.
the artistry come from?
My mother is in television and film.
Okay,
So she, when I was growing up, she worked at Channel 30 and then spent 25 years at Channel 11.
got you. Go,
And then retired,
mom.
yeah. So, and she's still doing stuff, but yeah.
So you the only
Yeah.
child?
No. I
How
have
many?
4 brothers and one sister and then another sister who I claimed by marriage.
Okay.
And
Where do you fall?
I am the second oldest.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, cause you act like you're the oldest.
Yeah,
Just
well, yeah.
very calm, take care of your business.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, my older brother lived in a different state,
So you
so I
were
was old. I was
raised as
all.
the
Yeah, yeah. I was
oldest.
always the oldest.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was kind of like that too.
Mhm.
So what? Where was your first? Oh, you told me your first gig was with Red Clay. Is that right?
Well, first gig was at a birthday party for my friend Kimberly. She's a pastor now, but we did
Thank
a birthday.
you, Kimberly.
Yeah. We had a birthday party for her and me and DJ Doc did that. Doc who used to be on Hot 97.
Nice.
Mm.
Do you have a manager?
I do not.
So you get all your gigs just word of mouth. You're like, yo, High Museum, you need
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, well, I have relationships with certain people, and
Mhm.
they book me. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The thing is, I need less. Most DJs need less of a manager and more of a agent. So, you need somebody to find your gigs, but you don't necessarily need somebody to handle your day to day.
Right,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Unless you're doing a whole lot of travel. If you're doing a whole lot of travel, you might need a manager.
So how do you work? Because I know being a DJ, you mainly have a nightlife, right? Like you're.
Yeah.
How does that work with home life? Just juggle it.
Yeah, I married a woman who was very understanding and didn't try to change me when we got together. You know what I'm saying? She knew what it was, and she knew in order for me to progress as an artist that I needed to be able to be out at night and not have to worry about my home life when I got home.
How did you all meet?
Funny thing is, me and my wife had a similar peer group, and we've been seeing each other and speaking to each other for years before we actually became friends. And we were friends for a little while, like a couple of years, and then we started dating.
Okay.
But like I have pictures of me, like group pictures of us together
Yeah.
before we even had each other's numbers or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just a face. You know how you see a face that you recognize and you
Right.
speak. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. She was like that for
So it
a
was
long time.
organic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm.
Yeah, they say the friendships that's what lasts in a relationship.
Yeah,
So that's nice
yeah.
to see. And that you can
Mm.
okay, I'm not gonna say that word. You can be yourself.
Autonomous. Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you. And she's not trying to like reshape you. No, I need you to be like this.
Right.
'Cause, you know,
No. She. I'll
She's
be
an artist.
Yeah. No, she's not an artist at all.
Maybe that's how it works.
Yeah, she's not an artist at all, but she appreciates art. So
Mhm.
that's one. But I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't need any reshaping. I'm always gonna need some reshaping. I'm always gonna need growth, and she encourages me to do that. So because you're gonna need somebody to encourage you to
Be great.
Yeah, to be great, but make the steps that allow you to be great. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, definitely. So there was a little bit of reshaping, but she didn't she didn't get with me and try to make a whole new person.
Exactly.
And I've had that, and it never works.
It doesn't. It doesn't work. How long you been locking?
The hair is 29 years old. This is my second set of locks. When I graduated from Morehouse, I had locks.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah,
They're
it's
beautiful.
long. Thank
I
you.
just had
Thank
to
you.
ask.
Thank you.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
loctician in me.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I need to come see you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you too. So, okay. Now, a lot of people I know look at you as a DJ. I didn't know you did. I didn't know you were a full-on musician with everything you just gave me. Even with the acting, would you do some acting now? Or are you done
I
with
said
that?
I was a child actor.
You did, but I might have to,
Yeah.
bring
No, I'm
you
not.
out.
Yeah, I haven't done any acting in years. I think the last, high school stuff, high school plays, and I did some commercials in high school. But after that, I kind of left that alone.
Are you a trained dancer?
I wouldn't even say. I mean, how would I
I
say?
say trained because I've seen you on the dance floor.
Yeah,
and
I
you
mean,
look trained.
have I had? When you say trained,
Like you taking salsa classes.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, yeah. I've taken salsa classes. I've taken. I mean, in high school, we had a touring company, so we had to.
Yeah, do it all.
Yeah, yeah. We had to. We had dance teachers. We had to take dance classes. So, yeah, I am. I'm not saying. I don't know. I consider myself a dancer, but I don't consider myself a great dancer.
You
And
can
that's
move.
a difference. Yeah, and the difference is like I know people where when you see them move, it's amazing. And
Right.
people, people always say they're impressed with what I do, but I'm like, I consider myself more of a jack of all trades when it comes to dance, more so than somebody who focuses on that.
Gotcha.
I don't think I'm reinventing the wheel when I dance. When I do music, it's a different story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Yeah, your music keeps us on the dance floor.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
that
Yeah.
is therapeutic. And I think a lot of DJs nowadays, I mean, they do what they do. I feel like DJing for a lot of stages is more trendy, playing the trendy music. And I mean, I just feel like your music is all over the place, which keeps us on the dance floor,
Well,
you
thank
know?
you.
And I
Thank
don't know if that's intentional. Like, yeah, I'm going to get them to dance.
It's definitely intentional because I've never been a DJ that played top 40 anyway. I mean, I have the ability to play top 40,
Right.
but I didn't want to be known for playing top 40 because that wasn't the kind of life I wanted to lead as an artist.
Okay.
Meaning that the music that I create is different. I want to create environments that promote the kind of music that I create. So if I'm going to play music, I want to be able to slide my stuff in there in my set. So now I play regularly at the Thompson Hotel in Buckhead, beautiful rooftop restaurant, you know what I'm saying, overlook, you got the Buckhead skyline, you got the downtown skyline, you can see everything. And I'm able to play what I want. And that's what every DJ wants. They want, a lot of DJs just want the crowd, and I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like I like a crowd. I'm not saying I don't want a crowd, but I want a crowd that appreciates something different. I don't necessarily want an all call when it comes to the dance floor. I want, if I know I could rock different parties if I just played, what's popular.
Yeah.
Or what was popular, 10 years ago or 5 years ago or 15 years ago. You can still get them with that stuff. But doing that day in and day out is just not fulfilling to me.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, the music you play is timeless.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah, I want, how would I say? I play music for people who have a discerning ear when it comes to music. Meaning that they just, if you're the kind of person that doesn't necessarily want to hear what's on the radio, you might listen to Spotify and you're listening to stuff that most people don't know, and you have to tell your friends, oh, you need to hear this person because this is dope, and they're not getting the shine. That's the kind of person that gravitates to my kind of parties because you're not hearing what's on the radio all the time. Yeah. So.
I remember I went to one of the spots you spend at a lot was Buteco.
Yeah, Buteco, yeah.
And it was one of those nights I kept hearing, ooh, like it was that like and you just kept hitting the hits,
yeah,
and it couldn't stop. Like you think you're about to sit down. Oh no, he's gonna keep you up. But what are some of the artists that you produced for that were your favorite, maybe, or even the experience was? Really
so I do a lot of remixes. So
okay.
I love remixing Anthony David. That's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
I love remixing. I did some remixes for Jill Scott. Let's see. It's an artist I produced, Miranda Nicole. She's great. I love working with her. A lot of people love my Luther Vandross remixes. They I'm known for those. And,
okay.
I did a remix of Aretha Franklin that's getting a lot of play right now. Shouts out to Ocean Lade, one of my favorite DJs. He's been playing that all over the world. Like I went to do a festival in Croatia, and when he gets up and does his set, he's playing my record. So that's beautiful. Let's see who else. I don't know, just a bunch of people. But
Yeah. I know the list is long. Now, I do see you collaborate with DJs. DJ Kemit is one of the ones I see you with often. Now, did that start out as a friendship from years ago?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah. We've known each other since soon after he moved here. He came with the rest of development, but that whole crew has been kind of, I don't know, I guess nurturing to me and my creativity over the years. I used to work out of one of Speech's studios. The road manager for Arrested Development at the time was one of my best friends.
Nice.
So it's just, like I said, it's a family environment. Everybody kind of, at the time, was just nurturing talent, and everybody tried to help each other. It was great.
That's that Atlanta way.
Yeah.
I just love it. Maybe it's the black way. I don't know. It's our way.
Yeah. But what I will say I will say this: Kemit is an amazing DJ. But he didn't start playing with me until he realized I was like
I think you're ready.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
Yeah. You had to show and prove before he was gonna be rocking with you. He wasn't just rocking with anybody.
Yeah, I see him a lot, but I don't really know him like that. But
he's a great dude.
He always speaks. He's very, he just seems really cool. Kind of like you. Just that I know you take your craft seriously. You don't really play, but you will play. You make time to talk, but I don't want to waste your time. It feels like that.
I got you.
Yeah, but everybody I know that knows him is like, Kemit is gonna be here. I'm like, okay, well maybe I need to pull up. It's that type of thing. But when I saw you all together, I was like, oh yeah, I know that's gonna be a vibe. It's just gonna keep going.
The high frequency Fridays we've been doing have been great when we play together. We do a party called Come Together, and we just take turns playing, and it's a vibe the whole night.
Challenge.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Like I love playing with DJs that make me play better. Shouts out to the Buteco thing. Shouts out to Sean Fallion, and then also my boy Dev Jeff, who rocks with us at Buteco every Wednesday. We have guest DJs like Mike Flo came in, Exact, just different people come in, and you can't be lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have that many DJs playing, somebody's gonna step it up, and you're gonna have to keep up with the vibe.
So how do you decide on your set? Like how does that work?
I've never been one to plan out my set.
Really?
Yeah. Like
way.
Especially in the situation where you have maybe two DJs that have played before you, and they may have played all the songs that you thought you were gonna play.
Yeah.
You have to be able to switch it up. And what I usually do is just look at the crowd. What have they heard? Let me go where they haven't been in that situation. So you just have to always be able to switch it up, make it happen.
So what would you say was your biggest gig?
Oddly, it was the biggest, but not necessarily the most significant. I opened for the Atlanta stop for Jay-Z and for the Blueprint 3 tour.
Okay.
So
and my favorite.
and it was at Phillips Arena. You know what I'm saying? And it was great. You know what I'm saying? It was just playing classic hip hop and stuff before the show. It was cool, but I don't know. I mean, there's other experiences that were, I don't know. Well, I do know they were more meaningful. You know what I mean? Like that's big. That's a huge stage, and it worked and it was fine. Yeah. But like I remember Drez the Beatnik. Shouts out to Drez the Beatnik.
I love Drez.
One of the best on the mic. He and I had to keep the crowd engaged at a show at Center Stage for 2 hours because Mos Def missed his flight.
Oh my God! So it turned into your event.
Yeah, and we rocked out for, and this is pre Serato, so I'm on CDs.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? Rocking out on CDs for 2 hours until Mos Def made it there, and the crowd was engaged the whole time. That's
when you know you're a professional.
And I was so tired afterwards. I didn't even stay for Mos Def's concert, I just got up. I just took my stuff and left. I was like, I can't even be here. Like it was.
So when something like that happens, do you get paid extra, or it's just like the deal was already the deal?
At that time, the deal was a deal. And I was fine. But
Yeah. And you get to showcase your talent more,
right,
so now they're
right,
like,
right.
okay, we can trust that he can
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
it down.
No, that was a
matter
game
what.
changer for me when it came to, because everybody knew me for house music. They didn't know me for hip hop at the time.
Okay.
And that was a game changer when it came to, oh, he could do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was big. I've opened for Common at Tabernacle. That was always good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard he has good energy. I've never been to one of his shows.
Oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was Common and NERD. It was dope.
Okay.
It was dope. Yeah.
So you said something, the most significant. Which one was the most significant?
I said I was the most deaf
most
thing.
deaf.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That makes
like
sense.
when I say like any experience that I've had, even though like when I travel now, I'm only playing house music. I'm not playing top 40.
Okay.
But it's those kind of it's the instances when something goes wrong, and you have to make something happen. Like I've been in Brazil playing at a club, and they didn't have my rider right. So I get there and it's totally the wrong equipment. So I have to, burn CDs to play what I need to play, and still rock the crowd, still made it happen. But that's the kind of things that
I always think about that too, because I have a close DJ friend, and I've seen things happen on the technical side where she had to like rewire stuff, fix stuff, replace a speaker. And is that something you just learn along the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you learn
just gotta be on it,
and you have to be. I've seen DJs, big DJs, be like, well, you don't have what I want, and I'm not gonna play. And I'm like, I'm not, everybody teach their own, but
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of DJ because people came here to hear me.
Yeah.
And people want to hear me. I can't not do that.
Right.
I can't not show and prove.
So I know that a lot of people love house music, especially on an international level. What was your maybe not biggest, but what was your favorite international gig?
Brazil still, yeah.
Brazil is a vibe. I cannot wait.
Yeah. It's cool to be around so many black people who speak a whole different language, who are just vibing to what you're doing. Africa was good. Like when I played in Ethiopia, that was fun. Europe is cool. I love Europe.
Yeah.
Europe is cool. It's still not the same. Brazil is and I've done some shows in Mexico, like for a festival in Mexico, that are crazy. So this is a great one. This is a great story. I did a show in Mexico, and my set didn't start till 4:15 a.m.
Oh, sounds like Jamaica.
yeah. So it's 4:15 a.m. and my friend, his name is Jeff. It was Jeff Afrozilla at the time. He was one of the biggest house dudes coming out of Africa at the time, and he just got through just pretty much lit fire to the CDJ, just blew everything up. I got up, I did a great house set. People were really enjoying it, and the club owner, the club manager, enjoyed it so much that he came back in and was like, "Okay, well, can you keep playing, but just do a hip hop set?" So I switched it up, did a hip hop set. And it was crazy. The sun came up, so the club had open windows, so you could see the sun coming up, and everybody's just still dancing. We played till I played till maybe my set was 4 to 5:30 originally. I think I played till like 6:37.
That's so
and
awesome.
we all got in a group and walked to breakfast after that.
To the sunrise.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved everything you shared. I have to wrap up. I wanted to just ask, okay, before we leave,
Okay.
I just wanted to know, why house?
I don't know. I was always dancing to it. I would go back and forth to Europe when I was younger, and so my first real club experiences were being, 14, 15 and going to clubs in Europe.
Okay.
Where they just don't card you because everybody can drink in Europe. If you're out, then
Yeah,
you're supposed to be
I
out.
wasn't carded when I was in Europe.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
once.
Yeah, yeah. It's because if you're out, your parents will say you can
It's
be
cool,
out. Yeah, yeah.
right?
You out. So, we would sneak out of the hotel and go party. So that was my first club experience. So I was always used to dancing to it.
Okay.
Musically, I was more into like the British soul, the neo soul kind of more intricate. As, what people would call it acid jazz at the time, but it's really just British soul.
Okay.
But there was a turning point with house where everything just became a whole lot more musical as far as the dance music concerned, and that intrigued me, and that's what pulled me into it. I was like, okay, well now I'm not just dancing to it. I want to make this, and that was it.
Nice.
So I gravitated toward it as a producer more than a DJ, and then I gravitated towards it as a DJ, and then I also really liked the culture. It was just different. Like the people that you saw on the dance floor were just really getting
They're
open, and
free.
then it's a different experience, and especially the soulful and the Afro house scene. It's just different, and it's not as I'd say drug fueled as other genres of dance music.
Yes, agreed.
Not saying they don't do any drugs. They do
Yeah.
drugs. Yeah.
Because drugs are fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not promoting, but you know.
No, look, alcohol is a drug. So
is.
it's all drugs are always involved. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's not two-step repetitive kind of thing. There's movement. There's this,
I remember the
crescendos.
first house event I went to, and I was just like watching everyone. I'm like, wow, what type of movement is that? You know,
Yeah.
they're flipping, they bring instruments. It's just a vibe, and everybody's rocking out, and no one's being judgy.
But you got the moves to join in.
So why? Oh, well, I look forward to moving some more to your music. So thank you for just blessing the atmosphere, because it really is a blessing. So keep being great in motivation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, party people? This is your boy Salah Ananse, and you're listening to The Greatness Around Me on Playback Sounds TV. Check me out. My IG is Salah Ananse, @Salah Ananse.